We are going to the village. I have candy, I have Viva Poo. Are you prepared for any circumstance? If I'm cold, I have your pajamas. With so much filth on the window, it's not like you can see much, but a little bit of light that comes in, right? I'm so hungry.
Notice that today we changed the meal plan because it was risotto, but we didn't have what? We didn't have rice? No rice? Yes, that's true. We didn't have rice, we had very little, and there was also no tomato, and there was no fried tomato. In total, what I've done there.
A concoction? Some little macaroni always go down well. How hungry do you have to be? By the way, thank you very much to those who asked about my finger. It's totally recovered.
Thank goodness it wasn't this one, no.
It wasn't this one. And look, this is the wound that's left. He has had dinner.
Very well.
Yes, he has had dinner. Are you ready to work?
Well, today we have to continue through the dining room. The truth is I was really looking forward to coming. We haven't visited since Christmas. I don't know if it's noticeable or not, but I've had a really bad week. I started with a slight sore throat, and from one day to the next, I started to feel terrible, and my throat got really bad. I'm feeling better now, so we can spend more time working on the fireplace we started last time. It looks amazing like this, honestly. But more? It looks even more amazing with the wood right next to it. I absolutely love it. You might be wondering, where did this wood come from? Well, the other day my parents came over and brought us several little do-it-yourself things, including the wood. We have all the boxes here to cover part of the wall, as you know. But we also have the radiators here, which are these ones here, and the air conditioning. Well, and these slats here, that are going to be the ones we are going to use to place the wood on the wall. So with all the material here, all we have left to do is start. There's a will, but after being sick for a few days, everything seems like a bit of a mountain. The father who wants to see the fireplace finished already, right? Well, it still has a way to go. Well, my mother and I are going to continue on the stone, and Ivan is going to do something. And since we have to put the wood here, what we're going to do is make everything that's going to be seen with the backlighting as smooth as possible, and so it's completely straight and smooth. So Ivan is going to take care of fixing this little bit here and this little bit here, which is what's going to be seen. While we finish placing the stone here, we then move on to installing the fireplace. Well, to test it, because some stones have fallen down, like this one here, notice that this is the line and this one has fallen this much. So we'll see if it fits or not. First we have to make mortar everything, right? Well, do you still have the wood with the stone there? How incredible! But the color of the wood is very beautiful, isn't it?
And the color of the stone too?
It simultaneously matches and contrasts. This is actually a wooden kitchen side, that is, we have another one here. Is this thing here what really goes on the side of the fridge? The thing is, instead of being the star model, which is the model we put in the kitchen, it's the Zen model. This model closely resembles another, though they are distinct. We wanted it to resemble the original but not be an exact copy. I think we hit the mark perfectly because it looks excellent. Ivan has a very complex task, which is going to have quite an impact if it doesn't turn out well. Ivan? You have quite a lot of responsibility on your shoulders.
I said not to do it this way, but I don't have the right materials, so it will be done like this.
We lack materials of all kinds, and since everything is closed, we have to adapt. And well, basically what Ivan is doing is trying to make the wall as smooth as possible so when we put the wood and light it up, it won't show.
Because a wall that is not straight, the indirect light. The square will sing it.
With the topic of smooth walls, you never know.
At least to warm our little hands.
Well, we eat, don't we?
Come to eat.
Hello, hello.
We would turn it on exactly the same with a touch on the top. It comes in two colors, white or black, but I loved it in white. I find the design very original. It gives off a lot of adjustable light, which can be controlled by keeping a finger on the top part. What I find coolest is that you can save the intensity of each color, and when it turns on, it maintains the same intensity. For example, we leave the cold light at the minimum and the warm light at the maximum, and when we turn it off and turn it back on, it maintains the same intensity. I really got this one, not for the bedroom, but for here, right for the dining room. And well, now that we have the bedrooms a little more practical, let's continue. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. But what is it? It's spectacular, isn't it?
Of course, let's go. I feel like I've been here forever.
Nothing. We were saying that it's already a win to see it with the stone in place, okay? But it's not. It's incredible how good it looks.
Oh, wow.
When we put the sofa here, the one who sits here.
We are going to fight.
Well, it made me happy to come in and see the little tree, eh?
Well, next year?
Will it go downstairs next year? Are we going to the dining room? Yes, it will go downstairs. Good and cold days. The fireplace is completely finished. That is, let's go. Well, completely. No, well, completely.
The grout?
My father is already finding faults. We have it almost finished. We just need the grout, which is what I'm going to do now. But not before starting to plan a little bit about the woodwork, since I think I already mentioned this, but we are missing the side stone, and before placing the side stone, we have to put this wood. If it doesn't go,
Too square.
a little weird. Let's say if we put the stone here and then we put the wood here. It's going to end up against something irregular and it's not going to look good. Therefore, we will put the wood, and then from the wood, we will put the missing stone. Listen, we can't give the grout without putting this stone because it's absurd. Yes, it's because of the cold. It is freezing. The neurons. Step number 1 of today, place the structure, place this wood, place the stone.
The stone is very used, but
Well, if we finish soon, we can continue with the wood. It's amazing how the stone turns out. Get to work. This won't do itself. I bought these heaters online, and I think it's a good option for placing the wood. Look, what shape do they have? These here are double-pointed nails. Let's say you nail it on one side and on the other you can nail, well, anything else. So, the idea is to nail it onto a long wooden strip, and when this one is nailed, then you go with the other wood, you plant it. Here, bam! You can put hidden nails on the back without them needing to be seen, and it's the method we're going to use in addition to placing a few more nails. That is the super adhesive glue that holds and grips the wood super well, but while this glue is drying, we place it
Very good.
And we already have one of the woods of the structure placed. Now we'll work on the bottom part by placing another piece of wood in the middle and on the sides, just like before. The thing is that we have brought it from home, and it's a vinyl floor, because the wood that's going to go here will have to be a little bit above. And the vinyl floor, we are giving it thickness, because later we are going to put all this floor as vinyl. So, to prevent the plate from going underneath, we have given it this thickness, which is more or less the vinyl that we will place. What we are placing on the wall here is basically the structure that is going to hold the plates that we are going to put, and we are giving it this thickness to put the LED strip behind. Clean as a lump of mud. One thing I haven't explained about the fireplace when we made it is that the plasterboard we used is the green one because it's the one we had left over from when we did the kitchen. It could have been the fireproof one, which is the red one, but it's really not necessary because this fireplace is electric and it throws the heat forward. In the apartment, we didn't put fireproof either, but we did put insulation. But we put the insulation to protect the television since it was above. And really, we later realized that it was hardly doing anything either. Because as I say, the heat is like a radiator. It throws it forward and that's it. So, it was practically impossible for anything to happen to the television, even less so here, where the television is super far away. So, the drywall didn't really matter, whichever we put up. The normal white one would have been cheaper, let's say. But since we already had this one, we decided to use it and employ it here, so we wouldn't have to buy more. We have the basic structure to place the woods. Notice that they are a few slats, making this shape and almost at the same distance. Except for the last one, because the last one has to be about 4 centimeters inward so that the light stays inside. This is the 75-inch television, that's the size.
I see it as big. I see her very short. He's sitting, huh? When do you see him?
Let's see. At first, when you drew her, I said, oh, she's very big. But now I don't see her as outrageous either. Do you want us to mark the 65-inch one with tape? to make the final decision? The important moment has arrived. The placement of the LED strip. This LED strip already comes with the adhesive incorporated on the back. Therefore, you just have to remove a sticker and proceed to stick it directly. We are going to stick it all over the structure, doing so and so, around the perimeter of the structure. Look, this one is already coming off, this little bit. Lights up, it gives off quite a bit of light, wow. The wood will make it look amazing, as if it's floating. It's going to be stunning. I'm really looking forward to it. We've decided to try it before we continue putting it on because, well, we wouldn't want to put it on. And then the LED strip wouldn't work for 1,000 reasons. So now, knowing that it works, we can finish sticking it on. This little piece, I'm going to place it here. Meat with mushrooms, the little wine. It's time to nail the little nail. It is placed here that this was already coming. When you buy these nails, it comes with a support that is placed here and it is given hammer blows. Now the little pin is left here, so when you place the other thing, it is well nailed. It's a good invention, huh? I like it. It's a good invention. And now, what we are going to apply is also the adhesive. I'm going to use this Sikaflex Maximum Grip Strength Construction Adhesive. A little bit, little by little, with a small spatula, now with a pastry bag. Yes, but a bag of plastic. In the corner, right? A little piece in the corner. Yes, you can try. Yes.
I'll try. Also to stainless, right? Because with the palette, we already have the first wood in place. It can't look more spectacular, beautiful, incredible, divine. It's very strong. This won't fall.
No. And well, basically what we're going to do now is wire. My father is taking the measure of the next one, so that all of this here, which are the plugs, stay in front of the wood. I'm going to be placing this side of the fireplace, and my mother is going to place the grout that we were just talking about. How did she place the grout so as not to stain the stone, since it has remained so clean? I arrive with a plastic bag. I'll pour a bit of grout, cut a little bit. Try the tip and see how it goes. It could be a good idea for trying it. Maybe a sturdy bag, one that's a bit stronger? Yes.
I have bags.
incredible. Wow, how cool, please. Oh, me too, at night. It's getting slightly darker. Let's observe how it appears. Yes.
The thing is that this is where the support will go.
This looks amazing. It's too precious. Here, in between that can be seen the fireplace and the wood. We're going to leave it here for today. We see very little if not nothing, so we leave it here. And next time we will finish placing the missing wood and turn on the lighting. Let's see how it turns out. I'm really eager to see it. Impressive. But all this in the next chapter, carrot, tomato, all of that. I'm going to tell you little things. As you can see, the dining room is nearly trembling. This beautiful stone.